generations. And now, the power of two restores the one.
We got a bidet! Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel, Dyad in the Rough. Today we are talking about something that, in my opinion, is very, very exciting. We had the Ubisoft presentation where they went over a bunch of their projects that is coming out very, very soon. And at least in my opinion, one of the most anticipated things from that presentation was the Star Wars Outlaws promised gameplay trailer, showing it off, all that good stuff. And it looks like we got kind of two things here. One, we got kind of like a gameplay slash story trailer, and then we got about a 10 to 11 minute gameplay showcase where they just basically showed us something we can do in the game. So what we gather from the little 4-minute piece is kind of, who is our main character, how she came about, having this connection to this creature we got over here, and then talking about some of the different things we can expect to upgrade throughout the game. So for instance, upgrade your skills with the speeder bike, upgrade your skills with, I think it was stealth, gunfighting, a whole bunch of other things that we can do. So we had a whole bunch of that stuff, but we also had what I think is probably a bit more engaging is the 10-minute piece. So with the 10-minute piece, then we started off basically learning about how we can upgrade our characters, or our character, I should say. And so the way we upgrade our character is that we have to basically seek out these people that are like best at what they do, whatever the thing is that we're trying to upgrade. So in the video, it was how to upgrade being more of a gunslinger, essentially. And so there were like these different bounty puck looking things, the holograms of people's faces, where if we learn about who these people are and that they are good at these things, we can track down and find where they are. Now, it's really cool because they were showing, if you don't know who the people are and how to upgrade your stuff, they're kind of fuzzy. Like you can kind of see a little bit of who they are, but you have to actually like know where the connection is to, go and seek help and learn from them to have the actual full-fledged face and be able to like sit there and identify it. You have to know about that person. So I thought that was pretty cool. So we got to see a little bit of uh, our main character walking around and basically leaving an old or a market that's used for more like the black market. It said that it is a like abandoned Clone Wars facility, and then now it's being used for shiesty deals and whatnot. And so we see our character here jump into her ship, and what's really cool is I feel like this is where some people are going to get a little carried away with it's not super fluid. Well, I mean, you get to go into your ship, you click take off, and it does go to a little cutscene of her taking off. It's not like Battlefront 1 and 2 back in the day where you jump in your ship and then you can just take off from there. There is a small cutscene that transitions from where we are in the ship and then taking off from where we're at, and then we get control of the ship. And I think this is really, really cool. So we take control of the ship, we can fly around the galaxy. Once we know where we want to go with our coordinates, we can take off and, head to where we want to go. Or if we see some people need some help and they're being attacked by somebody, you can help them out. And based on the decisions that you make, it affects like your reputation with all the other clans. So for example, I think it was The pikes that the example showed us, like our character went and saved somebody from an attack, and by defending that person, uh, our the character's reputation went down with the pikes. And I think it went up with the huts. Because she was saying something along the lines of like Jabba is gonna owe her a ship or something like that. So we get to see all the different things that help us out with uh, the different reputation systems. So there's going to be tons of different clans, and depending on what you do, you're going to be good with some people and bad with others, depending on your decisions. But our main character, Kay, she needs to go to Tatooine to go and find this person that is a gunslinger. And so she takes off and heads there. And so we get to see a little bit of, how do we track this person on Tatooine? And she goes to an outpost to try to figure out some information about this person. It has to do some stealth stuff. And then once she, found the location of where this person is, well, then she got compromised. And so we had to figure out a way to, get away. And so we see her running and she like calls in on her speeder bike and the speeder bike comes to her aid. She hops on and then takes off. It was all super engaging and super exciting. We do see what her interaction is like with the this like master of being a gunslinger. We don't really get to see the process of getting better at it, but what it seemed like between the 4 minute clip and the 10 minute clip is that we'll probably have some like small side missions in order to get better with these people. If it's anything like the Avatar game, because it reminds me a lot of the Avatar game where you'd have to go and you'd seek out this area of the map, and that would basically give you the quest of how to get a certain skill. It kind of reminds me of what's going on here. So we go, we meet with an informant. Well, first we have to find where the informant is, then we meet with the informant, and then there might be like a side quest in there as well. One of the ones that they were showing while talking about side quests was like um Kay, is that her name? Remind me real quick. Yeah, Kay. She like meets up and ambushes an Imperial transport and then is like blasting away at them. That was really cool. Mind you, the graphics are amazing in this game. Absolutely amazing. Everything just looks really cool. It looks crisp. It looks very Star Warsy. And I don't know. I think this is going to be a banger. The other big thing that we got to see was some of the interactions with Kay's little pet friend over here. And basically, it's kind of like having a little sidekick. So there's instances. One of the things that we saw in the videos was that uh, Kay wanted her companion to go and distract somebody while she went up there and knocked him out. So like the little character ran up to a um, an enemy and then like latched onto their face so they couldn't see. And then Kay ran up and punched him in the gut a few times and gave him a nice swift punch to the face. And then that person was knocked out. And so uh, we can see all the different ways that this character can help. Another interesting thing that I saw, or we saw if we watched it, was that you'll have the option between stunning and, killing, because there was a point in the segment where she went to the outpost to go get information on where this gunslinger dude was, is that she went to do a stealth takedown on the first person, but then because she was too loud, the other person heard her and turned around and was going to attack her. But then she stunned the other person. She didn't shoot to kill. So I think that'll be an interesting dynamic too. Like if that outpost had to do with the huts or the pikes or whoever, and like if you kill people, does that make your reputation go down more than if you were to stun them? Like maybe they're just like, oh, she bothered the people, so it's not going to go down as much. Or is it going to be, oh, she killed my troops, my patrol. Now we're really mad at her. So it makes me wonder how that dynamic is going to play out within the game. But needless to say, I am looking forward to August very, very much because I think this game is going to be incredible. I think it's going to be exciting. I know a lot of people are cautious because it's a Ubisoft game. I'm really hoping there isn't going to be a way that they mess this up. I hope there isn't going to be like crazy microtransactions in the game. I'm hoping that it's not going to be, super grindy so that, you have to invest in putting more money into it to make it better for you. I'm really hoping it's just a solid Star Wars game and it's going to be amazing. I know this is set between Empire and Jedi. So it's a great time period to explore, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. So if you enjoyed this type of video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way you are notified when more of these videos drop. Drops a like if you like the video, and drops a comment letting us know your thoughts on the Star Wars Outlaws presentation from the Ubisoft presentation. I think it was well worth the wait. And I think this game is going to be well worth the wait coming in August. And then, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.